Hey, this is Ross with my partner Bob. We have a show called Worldview Matters.
And Ross, as you know, we believe that everything in life is somehow related to how people view the world around them.
Our show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Also available on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday morning, the 12th of December. I'm James Spann. A slow warm-up in the days ahead and interesting weather. Cold and unsettled for the latter part of December. Snowflakes flying, maybe, somewhere around the deep south. Yeah, a lot to talk about. Let's get in there and discuss the Skycam shots early this morning. It's just cold and raw. The clouds have been in place all night long, and temperatures have just not budged much. We're in the 30s. That's the Tuscaloosa Skycam. There's a look at downtown Fayette and downtown Clanton on this cold December morning. That sharp upper trough is indeed passing through the region today, providing upward atmospheric motion, but the air is dry up this way, so no rain. There's a look at our temperatures, and again, those numbers have not changed all night long. I mean, those are basically the numbers we showed on the 10 o'clock news last night. Birmingham at 35, it's below freezing for Haleyville, Cullman, and Decatur. A few spots actually saw temperatures rise a couple of degrees where the clouds increased. Where it's clear, we've got 20s over in Mississippi. Oxford 27, Tupelo at 29. And around the nation, again, the cold air is clearly taken over. I mean, the only warmth is down in South Florida, and that's it. And again, up in the core of the cold air mass, it's colder than 25 below zero up in the interior part of Canada. There's the rain this morning at 5:05. With the boundary coming in, or the upper trough coming in, raining in Panama City, the southeastern tip of Alabama, up toward Albany, Georgia, but that rain area will slowly be moving east today. In terms of watches and warnings, things are pretty quiet around the nation. A few winter weather advisories out west. And this is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning of next week. And this is showing amounts of over 1 inch over about the southern two-thirds of Alabama. I'm not convinced we get this much over the weekend, as you'll see. Let's take a look at the modeling. This is the 06 ZGFS, valid at 12 noon today at 500 millibars. There's the strong upper trough coming in, and down below that, rain will be continuing over about the southern half of Georgia and parts of Florida. But around here, we think the sky becomes partly sunny today. And if that indeed happens, we should reach the low to mid-50s. And, of course, if by chance the clouds don't break up like that, we'll stay in the 40s. But we do think we'll see a brighter sky today. Tomorrow, upper 50s are likely. We start the day around freezing. The sky will be sunny. And Friday, we should be close to 60 with a good deal of sunshine. And, again, a cold morning. We'll start the day in the low to mid-30s. All right, weekend fans, let's take a look. Strong shortwave well to the northwest of here over Iowa. Another good bit of energy that's approaching the Baja California area. And we're getting into that time of the year where those southern systems like that can be really tricky until they get into the American upper air network. But down below that, at the surface on Saturday, there's a deep low over northern Missouri with a trailing front. And the GFS has not been very consistent with this. Yesterday, we saw some runs that brought the showers in during the day. Well, now it's back to showing the showers still west of here Saturday, and we're dry. We're going to mention a chance of developing showers, and we'll tweak the forecast as need be. And then Sunday, the front just becomes a dead duck. It stops somewhere near Interstate 20. But you can clearly see there's just not a lot of rain with this. That gray, that's less than 1/10 of an inch. So we'll mention a chance of showers, mainly Saturday night into Sunday. Not much rain. Now, next week, the GFS has gone kind of goofy on us, this run at least. This is Monday, and you can see the strong troughing developing to the north and west of the state, and all of a sudden now the GFS wants to develop the surface low that's near Chattanooga at midday Monday. This is 24 hours faster than all of the other runs, with maybe a chance of showers in here on Monday, and that would be a fairly mild day with temperatures in the 60s. And then Tuesday, the thing really deepens east of the state. The surface low is under 1,000 millibars on the Delaware coast. And Tuesday is just cold and dry, if this is right. But again, this is an outlier. So let's go to the old steady European, what do you say? This is Monday, and we're dry as we're kind of in between waves. And then Tuesday, here comes our developing system. And again, a very deep upper trough, maybe even a closed low will be setting this thing up. And all of a sudden now, the European is suggesting maybe the chance of a few snowflakes back in Tennessee and Kentucky with this thing. And we've seen that suggestion with the GFS. And we do note that critical thickness line is down to Birmingham. But again, the main reason for that is the very cold air aloft. The surface temperatures, up to about 5,000 feet, really don't support snow. You look at the temperatures at 5,000 feet, and they're a bit too warm for that. So if this is right, Tuesday would be kind of a cool, rainy day. Temperatures probably not getting out of the 40s, and I think this is the right solution, and that's what we have in the forecast. And Wednesday of next week, a week from today, we're just cold and dry. The 540 line down to about Coleman. So we'll roll with that. And again, I know the snow lovers are excited here, but I think the better chance of seeing snowflakes will be in Tennessee and Kentucky with this thing. But we'll keep an eye on that. All right, all the snow lovers are also very interested in late December, so let's get out there and take a look now. This is the look on December 22nd. Now, this run has the surface low too far south. Other runs have brought a really nice little snow event up in here. And, of course, nobody knows. I mean, come on, we all know that. This is in the land of voodoo. And but this has a very cold day for us, but the precipitation down to the south with rain on the Gulf Coast. And then on December 23rd, it's just cold. 540 line way below Montgomery. This is Christmas Eve, December 24th. It's still cold. In fact, look at the temperature anomalies on this is the night of midnight Christmas Eve. And don't you know old St. Nick will love numbers like that? I mean, those are amazing anomalies, even down into Florida, like more than 15 to 20 degrees below average. Wow. And then Christmas Day would be cool and dry. We'd start the day below freezing. We'd wind up in the 50s. And then later we got another system on December 27th, another snow threat for the Deep South. And this would show the snow over, again, Tennessee and Kentucky with a surface low down there near Apalachicola. But you can clearly see there's all kind of mischief potentially in the cards for late December. So it looks like it's going to be an interesting latter half of December in the weather office around here. Cold and unsettled. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. And don't forget to watch us on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless. Who's got time to listen to boring radio shows? If you're going to listen to something good, like Eavesdrop.
My favorite thing about Christmas is not the presents.
No.
And it's not the million Christmas parties. And it's not playing Dirty Santa. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's about relationships.
I know. I know exactly where you're going with that, yeah.
It just is.
It is.
And take the time. What if this is your last Christmas and you never know?
Just talking it up.
They may use the name Jesus in a terrible way when they hit their thumb with a hammer by accident on Saturday afternoon when they're working on their car. But don't bring Jesus into a song and give him a beer. That ain't right.
Hey, I know a few of those folks myself.
Bama Talk Show.
But before we head for the Dome, we got business to take care of at home. So making plans for the throwdown in downtown Atlanta will have to wait until that post-game rammer jammer rings in the postseason for Bama and the offseason for the Barn.
Auburn unleashed.
That magical score that Auburn fans remember, 17-16, came out of that game. And Bill Newton was responsible for the chant, punt, Bama, punt. Bill, thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Adam. I appreciate y'all having me as the first guest on your show.
Worldview Matters.
And we've been talking about a number of things. Last couple of times we talked about socialism. We moved from Islam to socialism, and we were going to continue today to do the same thing. But a lot of things have happened in the world in the past 10 days. It's heated up again in Israel. So I thought it'd be a good chance for us to talk about some of the things that relate to worldview as it relates to the Israeli situation and Egypt and all that's going on in the Mideast.
High school heroes.
And the plane goes right through the bridge and doesn't catch on fire. It's tons of stuff, man. Tons of unrealistic stuff, but hey, it was really cool, actually.
Warning, any of these shows can be addictive, and they are all fun. Listen on iTunes, Stitcher, your favorite podcast app, or on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.